YouTube. Come on in right along with me, child. I want to talk about this trial. I want to talk all things Cardi B and Imani Ellis and this incident with this woman alleging that Cardi B scratched her face, which resulted in her needing to have plastic surgery. Come on in. Let's talk about it. Right along with me. You know, I'm just trying to understand. I'm gonna give it a little bit for some people to come in here. I haven't been live in a little bit on this channel, so we gonna give it a minute. Double tap the screen, like the video. Have you been following the Cardi B trial? Cardi B versus Imani Ellis. I think this trial is taking place in Los Angeles. I've been following it for the past couple of days. And I got a good bit of information. I got a good amount of information to be able to talk about what's going on. But I'm curious to know what other people are thinking about this situation. Because I don't know if a lot of people are tapped into it. I don't know. Because if you're like me, you didn't really even see this trial coming. I didn't even know this was a whole situation. So I'm like, okay, what happened? Now, what you say happened, Imani? You said she did what? Because Imani's version, like when I first started watching it, y'all, I saw it when Imani was on the stand. So I'm like, damn, everything she's saying about, I'm like, I can see that. Damn, Imani, she did all that to you? Run them pockets, Imani. I was just like, ain't no way. Imani, get your money, girl. You said she did what? She called you what? And so I'm listening, and she's on the stand, and they're asking her questions about what had happened, what led up to things. And I'm just gonna keep it real. I got lost. Where she lost me at is, I guess she did the incident report a couple of days after that. What's up, y'all? Double tap the screen, like the video when y'all come in here. It helps with the algorithm. I haven't been over here in a little bit, so we got to get back circulating. I've been playing around on my other YouTube channel. Y'all let me know if you know what the hell I'm talking about. This is the Cardi B versus Imani Ellis trial. Cardi B versus Imani Ellis. Y'all been following this? Am I the only one that's been following y'all? I'm all at the job, getting mad, getting a whole attitude when somebody come up trying to talk to me. I'm like, damn it, Cardi is on the stand. She on the stage with her black wig. I done already seen her up there with the blonde one. I'm trying to see what the black one talking about. Folks just talking to me, just so annoyed. So annoyed. So I wanted to come out here and just talk about it as I make my way home, because in the beginning, like I said, the young lady, Imani's I think like 32 now. She's like about 25. This was like 7 years ago. She was 25 when this happened. So let me tell y'all what Imani said. I'm going to tell y'all what Imani said, and then I'm going to tell y'all what Cardi said, because I listened to Imani's testimony first. She's the young lady who is suing Cardi B for a couple of $1 million. I think Cardi said about $2 to $5 million she's suing her for. Imani said what had happened was Cardi B came to her medical facility for an appointment back in February. I think it was maybe February 26th. It was in 2018. On a Saturday, Cardi B came to the medical facility to be seen. Yes, by an OBGYN. So at this time, you all, Cardi hadn't told anybody that she was pregnant. It wasn't out there yet. She said she hadn't even told her parents yet, y'all. So this is when she was pregnant with Culture, when all of this happened. So Cardi B gets to the doctor's office, and she need to go to the fifth floor. She need to go to the fifth floor because that's where her appointment was at. So she got on the elevator. She did show up with a security guard. She did have a security guard, but she left him damn downstairs. She said she didn't want that man all up in her business, knowing what she was about to be doing with her twat. Like, she just didn't want him knowing all of that. So she was like, yo, you stay downstairs. So he kind of stayed downstairs near the exit door waiting for her to come out. Cardi get on the elevator, go upstairs to the 5th floor. She says when she gets off the elevator, as soon as the door opens, she sees this woman, which is Imani Ellis. She was a security guard at the time. So she walks off the elevator, walks down the hall, and hears the girl Imani says basically like, oh my God, that's Cardi B. So Cardi said she heard her say it the first time, but she kept walking. But then the girl said like it again, and when she turned around, she saw Imani, the security guard, with her cell phone kind of facing her like she was recording her. So Cardi was like, yo, like when she seen the security guard, which is Imani Ellis, recording her, she was like, yo, like, what are you doing? And Imani says, oh, my bad. Cardi says she then Cardi says she then starts, turns around, continues to walk towards her appointment. She then peeps that Imani is still following her, and she turns around and still sees Imani still having the phone face towards her like she's still recording her. So Cardi questions her again, like, yo, what are you doing? Why you doing this, and that? And Imani kind of jumped bad at her, like, yo, I can do what I want to do. Cardi on some, no, the hell you can't. You can't do what you want to do. You can't be recording me here at this medical facility. Like, you can't be doing that. So they get to arguing, child. They get to arguing. In the midst of this argument, the girl Imani Ellis claims that Cardi fat shamed her, called her all kinds of fat bees, called her the N-word, told her that's why you're a security guard, all of that. And so they just argue and they in each other's face. And in the midst of that argument, the girl Imani's like, yo, Cardi's fingernails, had like 3 inches long, and they had rhinestones on them. And she said Cardi puts her hand in her face, and she scratches her. She's like, Cardi, so keep that in mind. She says Cardi put her finger in her face and she scratches her. In the midst of them arguing, 2 people come out like responding because they hear commotion in the hallway. One of them happened to be the receptionist, and the other happened to be the doctor who Cardi was there to see. So the receptionist pops out first, like, yo, what the hell going on? What's going on here? And then she see them just going back and forth, and she hears basically the security guard just popping off, just saying whatever, threatening, saying whatever, what she'd do to Cardi, whatever. So she was like, my response was, hold on, chemo sub, you the security. How you popping off at the mouth? You the security. You supposed to be here protecting us. You need go on to your post. Just leave and go to your post. She said she had gotten between Cardi and the security guard, Imani. She said, so when she got between them, Cardi was behind her, so Imani was facing her. So the doctor, remember I say 2 people poked their head out. So it was the receptionist and it was the doctor. So then the doctor comes out to see what's going on. He see Cardi's in the hallway because the receptionist and the doctor both were waiting for Cardi to come because it was a Saturday and they had closed down shop on Saturday at this medical facility because they knew Cardi B was coming. So she said the receptionist says this had to have been between 12 and 1 o'clock because they closed down the place early because they knew Cardi B was coming and they didn't want the public, anybody there. So the doctor come out, he poke his head out, trying to see what the hell going on. He see his client, his patient out there, Cardi out there in the hallway. So he was like, yo, Cardi, go to my office. Cardi, go in there. Cardi went up in there or whatever and continued to have her medical appointment. The receptionist was like, after that all calmed down, another worker there at the doctor's office was like, yo, you got a cut on your forehead. So she didn't know that in the midst of that little altercation between Cardi and Imani that she ended up getting a cut herself. So when she was on the stand testifying today, I'm not quite sure what her name is. She said that when she was on, she didn't know she had gotten cut until somebody told her. So they were like, well, who cut you? And she was like, well, I didn't even know I got cut, but at the time, based off of the situation, if somebody would have cut me, it would have probably likely been the girl Imani. She said because Cardi B was standing behind me. When I went over to get between them, I got in the middle of them to where Cardi was now behind me and the other girl was in front of me because y'all, she got in the middle of the two ladies while they were arguing in each other's face. So she was like, Imani probably had to have been the one to cut me because Cardi was to the back of me. So mind you, this receptionist ain't even the one who filing no lawsuits. Imani filing the lawsuit. She's saying in the midst of that altercation, that that interaction between her and Cardi when they was going at it, Cardi with her 3-inch nails and her rhinestones on her nails cut her. Now, in the incident report, y'all like this video as you come on in. In the incident report that Imani turned in about 2 days later after the incident, she wrote that Cardi put her finger in her face and scratched her nose. She just said, my nose. Cardi put her finger in my face and scratched my nose. So this is February 2018. I think the incident took place February 26th. She completed the incident report and turned that in, I think 2 days later. So that was on the 28th. This woman, Imani Ellis, filed her lawsuit when I looked it up in 2020, 2 years later. So now when the lawsuit is filed, it's saying Cardi scratched me with her 3-inch nails and rhinestone on my left cheek. I think she said she got scratched on the left cheek on her face. I done told y'all in the incident report she did 2 years prior in February 2018, she said that she got scratched on the nose. So that is kind of where she lost me during her testimony, because I was riding with her up until that point, because I'm like, hold on, Chemo Sloppy, wait, which one is it? Did you get scratched in the nose or did you get scratched on the face? Also, on her testimony, they're like, yo, did you take any pictures? She said she did not take pictures. Y'all let that sink in. So she had an altercation, alleged from what she's saying, with a celebrity, Cardi B. She got scratched, which resulted, okay, in this lawsuit, she said she had to have plastic surgery. Let me add that, because the plastic surgeon, white guy, he got on the stand and tested. So the black woman, Imani, she a black woman, Imani Ellis, she's 32 now. She was like 25 at the time. Her plastic surgeon, white guy, he got on the stand and testified, I think yesterday. I listened to his testimony yesterday. So he's the one who did the plastic surgery on Imani's face, because Imani said that Cardi B cut her with her 3-inch nails back in 2018. She said all this in her lawsuit that was filed. It looks like that was filed in 2020. That's a 2-year lapse. That's a 2-year lapse. So she said she didn't take no pictures. There was no pictures taken. And then she said she don't have the phone anymore. The phone that she had at the time when it all popped off. Because y'all, if there was a phone, if they were still able to see her phone, they would be able to basically find evidence through the phone based off of like the pictures, phone logs, things like that. But during the investigation, they did check her phone logs. So remember, Cardi, she said that Cardi accused her of recording her on her phone. She was like, I wasn't recording Cardi. She was like, I wasn't on the phone. I guess during the investigation, when they checked her phone records, she had a phone call at 1:10 p.m. and she had a phone call at 1:40 p.m. There were 2 phone calls around that time. They were like, yo, what time did this situation between you and Cardi happen? She said it had to be maybe around 1:30 p.m. So I told y'all there was a phone call at 1:10 and then there was a phone call at 1:40. She did say she called her mama after it all popped off. So my thought was, okay, was that the call that happened at 1:40? Because she said the incident happened at like 1:30. She called her mama. When Cardi got on the stand, they were like, yo, Cardi, what time was it? What time was the appointment or whatever? She was like, it was maybe like around 1 o'clock. But remember, I told y'all the receptionist got on the stand and testified today and said it had to be between 12 and 1 because she remembered they were closing early because they shut down. It's on a Saturday because Cardi was coming in and they just closed down the doctor's office for other patients because Cardi B was coming in. Then she said she remembered that day vividly because her sister had a baby shower that day. So she was motivated to, y'all know when you got something going on, you motivated to in your little shift. Don't want nobody to get nothing started because you don't need nothing slowing you down. So you can get the hell out of there and get to where you're trying to get to. So she's like, when she seen the ladies popping off, she like, Lord, that's the last thing she wants to see because she like, shit, I'm trying to get the hell out of here. You know when you're trying to get out of here, you ain't got time to be playing no games with nobody because you got someplace to be. So of all days, they want to get it on and pop it. It's the day when she trying to get the hell out of there so she can get to her sister baby shower. So she said that's how she remembered that day. So, but she said it was between 12 and 1, which kind of more so lined up with what Cardi said around what time the appointment was. So she said that she ended up doing an incident report herself to tell what she saw happen. So they like, yo, did you see Imani with a scratch on her face? Was she bleeding or whatever? No. Okay, well, when you came out and seen the ladies arguing and stuff, did you see them tussling? Anybody throwing hands? No. Okay. So Cardi was like, it was just so crazy because her and Imani was arguing, but soon as the people popped out of their office to come see what's going on, which was the receptionist and the doctor, that's when suddenly Imani started yelling, she hit me, she hit me. Cardi said she looking crazy, like, what the hell she talking about? Ain't nobody hit her. Cardi said, shit, she big as Cardi said, Cardi's so crazy, y'all, that y'all got to watch because Cardi gonna be Cardi whether she on the stand, whether she in the studio, whether she on reality TV. Y'all know Cardi just gonna be Cardi. Cardi on that stand being Cardi. She was like, no, I didn't trying to fight that girl. I mean, she was she was trying to describe the girl. I guess she didn't want to on the stand say that she was a big back, but Cardi was like, they was like, no, you can go ahead and say it. So what was it? What was the situation with her size? Cardi was like, let's just say she was more developed than me. That shit took me out. Cardi said that woman was more developed than her. So basically, Cardi was trying to say she was goddamn big back. So ain't no way in hell I'm just in there trying to fight a big back. Because they were like, well, how tall are you? Cardi said 5'3". That's my height. Because I'm like, I think Cardi a little bitty thing. I've never seen her in person, but I heard she's small. Child, I'm 5'3" and a half. Y'all gonna give me my half. I'm 5'3" and a half. So I'm like, Cardi a little bitty thing. So Cardi was like, that girl big. I was not trying to fight that thing. I was not. Remember, I done told y'all the security guard was downstairs by the door. Because she said she didn't want him all up in her business. No what the hell was about to pop off with her twat. She called it her cat on the stand. So she like, I was just trying to go to the doctor to see what's going on with my cat. No kid. That is what she said. She said she was trying to go there to see what the hell was going on with her cat. So she was like, I wouldn't been trying to fight that woman. I mean, she was basically a big back. And in with her situation because she was pregnant, she was like, no, that's not what type of time I was on. But Cardi did admit that she was like popping off at the mouth. Now she said she did not call the woman an N-word, some stuff she didn't say. Here's what I believe. I believe Cardi did pop off at the mouth and say a bunch of things that was insulting, but at the same time, I'm gonna let her have that if it was prompted because of this woman being unprofessional and recording her in a doctor's office. That's unprofessional. So the receptionist who did her incident report, y'all double tap the screen like this video because y'all, I've been following this stuff. I'm trying to tell y'all, because some of y'all don't know what the hell going on. I'm trying to give you the rundown because I've been following it for 2 days. So Cardi was like, I wasn't trying to fight this woman because shit, I got stuff to live for. Like, listen, I ain't got time. Cardi said really after she went in there and had her little visit, she didn't really even think about that girl like that. She was like, y'all, I didn't even remember what she looked like until this trial started when I just seen her again. She was like, because I just never thought about her like that no more. And then so Cardi just kind of let it go until she learned of this lawsuit. So then when Cardi learned about this lawsuit, because I think Imani filed it from when I seen on the internet, when I Googled it, I think it said 2020 is when Imani filed the lawsuit. So I don't know why we're just now getting here to the court situation. But y'all can kind of let me know in the chat, which y'all know, but I'm driving, so I can't really get into the chat just yet. But from what I was seeing on the internet, it was saying something about she filed a lawsuit in 2020. The incident, though, for sure happened in 2018. I think February 26th, 2018 is when the incident happened on a Saturday. So Cardi was like, when she learned that Imani filed a lawsuit, she was like, I know you effing lying. I ain't hit that girl. Okay, y'all, go tell them to run the cameras. Run the cameras. Y'all, how about the facility ain't got no damn cameras? Don't you ever notice that them easy to prove cases where you be like, oh, all you got to do is run the cameras, and then them be the ones that ain't, the camera wasn't working? Have y'all ever noticed how convenient for the stuff that should be easily proven, the people be like, oh, the cameras ain't working? So no cameras, y'all. No cameras. So all we got is what Cardi B testimony, Miss Imani Ellis, aka the security guard's testimony. We have the receptionist testimony, and I have not seen, I don't think the doctor, I don't know, maybe if he did today, but then there's the doctor's, I'm assuming he's going to testify, but I haven't seen him yet. That's who she was there to see. It was going to be her first time. I think she said it was her first and last time going there. She never even saw that doctor again. Keep in mind, this is with her first pregnancy with Culture. It had not been released. It had not hit the streets yet that Cardi B was pregnant with child. So that's why she really was like kind of taking it personal when she seen this security person recording her. Cause just like, damn, you the security, you the hired help. What you doing? Like, y'all, like really make it make sense. Make it make sense. So that's why the receptionist was like, when she came out her little section area and seen the commotion and seen that it involved the security guard, she was like, she really was taken aback, because it's just like, wait a minute. Why you got all this going on when you supposed to be the person we call on when ish get funky? You see what I'm saying? It's like, we supposed to call on you, but you all up in this. So who the hell we call on? Imani, if you the one getting it going, who do we call on? Because we relying on you. We relying on you. And this is what you're giving. She said, Imani, go back to your post. So she sent Imani along her ways. The receptionist did her little incident report like the next day. She basically told her truth and was like, yo, from what I seen, Imani was the one that was just the one, the instigator, the aggressor. It was her, period. Imani gets fired. Maybe about 3 months after Imani get fired, she calls up the receptionist expressing, her feelings about getting fired. Receptionist was like, well, hell, I was surprised she called me, because I don't even know why she called me. But I told her, listen, she's like, I tried to tell her the nicest way I could. I'm trying to, I got a job to do. I can't be getting caught up in whatever you got. But she was like, basically, anything that I have to say is not going to be favorable for Imani. So I don't know if she want me to be the one stepping up to the front of the congregation, because if I get to talking, she going to be mad, because she was like, from my point of view, Imani was in the wrong. She was in the wrong. So let's go back to yesterday. Imani was on the stand. Imani had put out there, was trying to say that she had, like, as though she had left the company, like she quit, she left on her own. But y'all know Imani got fired. They was able to get records to show that Imani had even apologized to her supervisor or whatever about her poor behavior and her lack thereof being professional. So she's right now suing Cardi B for child emotion, unpaid wage. She's suing Cardi. Cardi said it adds up to upwards of $2 to $5 million. But it's these little things plus 25,000. Like it's a bunch of things that she's suing Cardi B for. It includes also lost wages back then, as well as lost wages in the future. So I'm like, what the hell is this lost wages in the future part? That's the part that stuck with me. So when she was on stand, they were like, Miss Ellis, is it true that after you left that job from being a security at the doctor's office, you ended up getting another job making more money? Yes. So the stuff that Imani was getting caught up on, she'd be like, I do not recall. Y'all know how that go. I do not recall. But yeah, so I'm like, where is this suit coming from where she want money for the lost wages plus future wage? Like what does what popped off got to do with your future? Now let me add, child, they had a damn psychiatrist on the stand. So apparently Imani was serious about getting his check. She was like, shit, time's hard. We in a recession. I'm about, listen, by any means necessary, I'm about to get to this money. So she done went and seen a counselor, y'all. So the counselor up there, I was in the comments. People were like, why this counselor look like they done found her off the street, paid her a few dollars, and just told her to tell these folks that she was Imani's counselor. Y'all, because the way she was looking like she did not want to be there, I'm looking at her the whole time. So y'all, if y'all new to any of my channels, I got 2 channels, but my background is clinical mental health counseling. So I have like the same type of like education that this woman likely have. I have a master's degree in clinical mental health counseling. So I'm watching this woman and I'm like, nothing about this woman is looking professional, sounding professional. So when them people said they done damn found somebody, told her, gave her a little script, told her what get up there on that stand and say, I lost it, because that is exactly the energy that this woman was giving. Y'all got to go check it out so y'all know what the hell I'm talking about, because that's exactly what she was giving. So Imani had went to her, I don't know how many times. I'm thinking maybe 2 times at least. I think Imani went to her like 2 times because Imani said she depressed, y'all. Imani, she's saying she depressed. She said, as a result of all of this, y'all come on in here, double tap this screen and like this video as y'all get this tea. Imani said, I'm depressed. I am. Her mama and her grandmama said, yes, Imani has not been the same since this day. So, they up there trying to do, trying to hold it down, because, that's their grandbaby and they babies, Imani is the oldest of, I think her mama said she is 5 kids. Imani is the oldest. She said Imani is always the peacemaker. Y'all know how they do. Anytime somebody get caught up on some stuff, you're going to have that family member that's up there caping for you that's going to have a whole different version of who you are that goes against the issue that you've been accused of. So they all talking about, basically, they talking about Imani like T Hood family was talking about him. Just to put context around it. All that is that T Hood mama and sister was saying about him that nobody else was saying. That's the energy that Imani family have about her. So listen, family is family, right? So Imani was talking about, listen, I was a Cardi B fan. I even had tickets to go to a concert that was coming up, but she was like, following that incident, she didn't go to the concert or whatever. They even messed around and asked the receptionist, do you like Cardi B? Are you a fan? I said, hell no. So of course, the girl was like, well, yeah, I mean, I listen to her music. I think she's talented or whatever. I'm like, Lord. Oh my God. So today is brunette wig for Cardi B. Day 1 was what they said. They was calling it the Jet Li Kung Fu wig because she had a little shortcut situation with, y'all go look it. So she had a little short wig. And then yesterday she had like this Baps color. Y'all remember the movie Baps, that plastic with Halle Berry had that bleed, that platinum, what you call that, platinum? Okay, so she had that one on yesterday. And then today she got the brunette one on. It looks like the same exact style wig as the platinum one, but just brunette. So you know how you go to a place and you want like, damn, I like that one. You want to get all the colors. I'm that type of person. If I see I see a shirt, something, then they got I'm trying to get all the damn colors. Don't ask me why I like them do that. I just like to have all the damn colors. So that's what Cardi B is giving when it comes to the wig. She wants to have all the damn colors. So she up there being Cardi B in every way, because Cardi B is gonna be Cardi B. So she's like, listen, I ain't done nothing to that chick. She just trying to get some money. I didn't touch her. Y'all let me know in this chat, have you ever seen Cardi B with some nails that look shorter than 2 to 3 inches? Y'all just let me know. My nails is probably maybe close to 1 inch. I don't even know if they're full inch. So these are my natural nails. Cardi B up there with nails that's probably like my length or shorter. Probably shorter. I ain't never seen that woman without some what you call them, talons, without some nails that's point. Y'all know what Cardi B hands be looking like. Y'all know. So Cardi B up there on the stand with these little ass nails on, that's equivalent of kitten heels. You know the baby heels, the kitten heels, the heels that somebody like me gotta wear because I don't know how to wear them other ones. So Cardi B up there with these little baby ass fingernails that you take. You know, you take your 10-year-old with you to the nail salon, get her little mani done. Okay, Cardi got the 10-year-old special. I said Cardi B knows she need to goddamn stop playing. So Cardi up there with these little ass short nails, y'all. Knowing ain't nobody in all the land has ever seen her with some shits that look like they less than 3 inches, maybe 2.5. So remember, I done told y'all Imani said that woman scratched on her face with them long nails and and them rhinestones that was the nails that was bedazzled. What got me is today they was talking to Cardi about her nails from 2018, and Cardi was describing what nails she had. How the hell Cardi remember what damn nails she had that day? Can any of y'all remember from February 2018, February 26th, just a particular day, 7 years ago, what your nail color combination was that day? I said they know y'all, you can't make this shit up. So this is what I've been doing in trying to do my damn work. Listen to Cardi B, getting pissed off when somebody walk up and want to talk to me. See, that's why I don't like going in the office, because you trying to do your shit on the internet. Y'all know how it go. Somebody want to walk up, get that damn be talking to you and stuff. That's why you don't get shit done when you're in the office. I don't know why they be fighting people working from home. You get more done at home because you ain't got to deal with